I know you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go to you guys.
So did you say
you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right,
you're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I got
it. Guys, I really appreciate
you're my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you would not talk about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica.
Guys,
you making Stephen A.'s point, Monica. Monica, you making Stephen A.'s point.
Please let me do my job. Please let me do my job. We've gone for 40 minutes straight. It was a riveting discussion. I have to get in a commercial break.
It needs to stop. The league needs to clean this crap up. This is not who the league is. Absolutely. All this notion. Now, there are some people the last couple of weeks, and I ain't going to call your name, but you're going to see this, and I'm talking to you. What are they supposed to do? Let her score? They're trying to win. That's not basketball. Angel Reese getting tangled up? Yeah. Angel Reese trying to block her out, and she hip checks it to the ground? Yes, that's basketball. That's bull jive. That's Bush League. Yeah. Now, you woman enough to check the woman, and she ain't got the ball, but you ain't woman enough to answer questions? Yeah, and you wonder why. I don't give a damn what anybody says. They're mad at these young girls that came in. Sorry about that, ladies. They're mad at Caitlin Clark. They're mad at Angel Reese because they're the bird in Magic, and they're getting the attention. Instead of being like, man, more people are talking. More people. Think about it. The game that the Las Vegas Aces played against with Caitlin Clark. Right. The tickets were triple.
I'm looking at guys like Charles Barkley, LeBron James, Stephen A., Shannon Sharpe, right? Why do I point out those four guys? You have to be careful about the words that you put out there. The word hating, the word jealous, those are words, those are triggering words for women, right? Like in anything. I've been married to one, okay? I've been married to a woman for going on 15 years. And those two words, hating, especially when you're talking about referring to another woman or other women, those are triggering words. So you have to do a better job with that. They have to do a better job with that because it's not hating and it's not jealousy, it's competition. Pat McAfee, I think he owes everyone an apology, especially Caitlin Clark. You cannot call her out of her name like that. You can't. No one could come to his defense, and it's unacceptable. At the end of the day, you have to respect the WNBA, respect the women that are playing, respect the women that are covering the game, and you have to make sure you do it in great fashion. If you're a man that's jumping into this app, to that.
I'm pretty pissed off today. I'm not going to deny it, and I will confess to you, I'm pretty pissed off at some of my colleagues. One in particular. I usually don't call folks out that I work with. What she said is blatantly false. I'm not accusing her of lying. I'm accusing her of not knowing because she's not a liar. She's an honorable person. She must not have known. The WNBA, could I have done more? Well, guess what, Monica McNutt? I could have done less. Who's done more? Hell, a legitimate argument could be made that the WNBA wasn't doing it for themselves.
137 pounds.
Yeah, right.
The lady Hoyer herself. Y'all saw her this morning. She's trending. She's a Georgetown Hoyer alum. She played in the WNBA, and she's the one that you need to go to. All things basketball. Women, young women, boys, men. Y'all see her. Monica McNutt.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because this is where Aunt turned to Shannon for me this morning. I just want to mush him. Just give you a hypothetical, Ocho. Come on now. Let me take you back to your playing days, right?
Okay.
Boom. This new corner. He bop. He all this big fat contract.
Yeah.
You about to square up with him, Ocho. What are you gonna do with a squaring up from somebody who was supposed to be all this and all that for the future of the league?
Oh, he finna get this work, boy. So, hey, honey, he finna get this work. You hear me? He finna get this work.
You ain't missed a beat when you said that, Ocho. So all of a sudden, some in the media have allowed this idea of roll out the yellow brick road, roll out the red carpet, because this is your cash cow. Why that idea has caught so much steam blows my mind.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. And as I said before, 2024, the capital C's have made their way into the WNBA. And with that going on, it's going to bring a big payday. Controversy, chaos, conflict, confusion, and confrontation being a part of the conversation gonna lead to a situation where everybody gonna get compensation. And I had a link in the description where you can watch these clips in the beginning in full, and I put those there where everything kicked off yesterday, where it turned up between Stephen A. Smith and Monica McNutt, got all the way viral online and everything like that. Eventually, Stephen A. Smith went and responded on the Stephen A. Smith show about the conversation on the timeline. And also, you heard what Kendrick Perkins spilled the real right there. And I got to keep it real with that. Dog spoke facts. Them ears triggering words, hate, jealousy, but not just for women, for niggas also. When they in the competitive thing or just calling somebody a hater and jealous in general, if they don't feel that they are, they gonna be offended by it. That ain't even no man and woman thing, keeping it all the way 1,000. Now, McAfee did apologize already and everything like that. Got that situation straight. Dog, though, he jumped out there on some unproductive nonsense with that. I don't even know why he did it. That ain't really his lane of speaking when it comes to things like that at all. But I got to spill the real right here, because they did bring her on nightcap as well and let her speak even more, and Monica McNutt kept it 1,000. But the first thing I want to say, I don't want to come off like my opinion matters more than anybody in this WNBA conversation, because I wasn't covering this sport before, just like a lot of other people wasn't, to where, yes, we can have our opinions, but what matters is the people who really been locked in with that sport. Not all these new fans that came when the rivalry came, or when the Caitlin Clark hype came, and when this thing became a battle online and things of that nature. It's been people that have been fully dedicated to the WNBA, and most definitely the players who put their life on the line before this money was a conversation, or they need to pay attention to this because of the cash cow or things of that nature. It's not fair to them to make it seem like, hey, I'm the one that should be mattering more than others. Now, I do understand everybody got a platform. They want their opinion heard, respected. People are passionate about their crafts, but for the ladies, they ain't trying to hear none of that, because at the end of the day, they was competing for this sport when the money wasn't there, when the marketing dollars wasn't there, when the eyes wasn't there. Caitlin Clark is a hooper. She the truth. And you don't see her running around complaining, whining, getting on the podium, man, they need to stop fouling me. She out there trying to compete. But when the media get to speaking about it, they on the microphones, you get a good camera angle and things like that. You get the headlines and the titles, the hate, the this, the that. It turns into this where everybody is against her. They like, well, hold on. She the star. She the hooper. We been competing. We gonna try to go at her. That's what you supposed to do. It just is what it is in the name of sports, bro. And Kendrick Perkins kept it all the way real right there with what he said. And I did put that in the video yesterday, but I want to go back over it to get people to understand what I'm saying, dog. The WNBA been around for a while now. It's turning up. And why? Because of it has rivalries now. You have the intensity. This is what brings the people there. This is what brings the passion. That just has to be understood. I don't care how much you or anybody else was a fan of the WNBA. If the marketing dollars wasn't there, then the money wasn't going to be there to pay the athletes. It just is what it is. You got to have people in the seats, and you got to have the advertising and marketing dollars in this thing. And what makes them put their money there to market and advertise and want to be a part of partnering with the WNBA? Them thinking they're going to get a return on their investment where the viewership is seeing their brand. And the season ain't even been that long for this to go on. So it just is what it is, bro. These women been competing at a high level when the money wasn't there. So now just because the money there, you can't tell them to fall back and not go hard on a person who is the star. Or don't go hard on Angel Reese or anything like that. It's competition. The girls want to get physical, bro. It just is what it is at times. It might be somebody in the league that might not like her or feel a little bit of jealousy and things. But when you get on a platform and say these things, it makes it seem like, well, that's the whole league right now. Or anytime we line up against with her, we got to treat her like the princess. Nah. And Kayla Clark ain't asking for it. She know what this is. That girl been hooping her whole life. She a dog out there. She gonna get better too. All of them are going to get better. The league is going to get better. Let's just sit back, support it, and everything like that. Now, the conversation does bring more eyes to it, me talking on it, and, of course, the way bigger platforms talking on it helps increase the conversation around it as well. But we do got to watch, bro, because them women been putting their life on the line for this sport their whole life, and they don't want to get marginalized into a conversation that everybody wanted to be right now. It just is what it is, but the media going to do what the media going to do. All the ladies, y'all keep going up, keep turning it up, keep doing y'all thing. We got more coming. Tell me what y'all think, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.